Yes, sir. We back with just another segment, Top&LOU. Y'all know how we do it. And we got a real traditional moment right now. We gotta set the tone, set the record straight. Straight out of St. Louis, one of the hottest fashion designers out here. Syrus Clothing. Dred, my man, thank you for joining the show.
Man, appreciate you for having me.
Yes, sir. So before we even get off into the clothing, you know, I just want to take a few seconds, you know what I'm saying, to pay some respect to your brother, which we all love, everybody know him. And I want to give you the time to say anything about him that you want to highlight or just how you feel, just because we dedicating this show to him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
appreciate
So,
that.
in the memory of him, I want you to say what you got to say. Feel free to say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, man. First of all, RIP my boy King Slime. You know what I'm saying? That's what he called him. Buddha B. You know what I'm saying? If you went to school with him was Kent, you know what I'm saying? But he really hold like something special in my heart when it comes to this because before his passing, he really more so wanted to invest into it, you know what I'm saying, more than ever. You know what I'm saying? Even went so crazy to where he started promoting where he moved. You know, he had moved out of town. If people don't know, he moved out of town. He did his own thing out there. You know, brung me customers from out there. And before he passed, you know what I'm saying, he brung me a customer that spent about 500 with me. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? And tragically, you know, he passed with my brother, so he never had a chance to,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying, actually wear the clothes or, you know what I'm saying,
Wow.
support it for real. And but, you know, so everything I do now, I always, you know, keep it in the back of my head that I got to keep going, and that's why, you know, every year since his passing, July July 9th, I always do a collab with him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And I salute everybody that always buy them pieces. You know what I'm saying? Whether
Mm-hmm.
y'all doing it for him, whether y'all doing it because they just good ass pieces. But I appreciate everybody with that.
Man, that's so heartfelt. Um, damn, I need a second for real. Um, just to process it. That kind of gave me the chills. So, rest in peace, Slime. Now let's get down to the clothing. All right, how did you get your start, and what inspired you?
Well, anybody that went to school with me know that I always been creative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the fashion, like actually fashion, didn't really come into play until I was dealing with one of my homegirls, and she had her own brand. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And she was getting ready for shows and or you know just pieces, and I just go to her house every day and work with her. You know what I'm saying? It got to a point where I guess she felt like, bro, you here every day working with me on mine. Why don't you start your own?
Yeah.
No lie, the next day I drew up a logo. I sent it to Quill. You know what I'm saying? My boy Quill.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Quill
Quill that
made it.
done some work for
Yeah,
me
you know what I'm
back in the
saying?
day. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Quill came up with the logo, which, you know what I'm saying, everybody know. If you don't know, you know, iconic cloud logo, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So
sir.
that's how we started.
That's dope. That's dope. Okay, so what year was that? Do you remember? Like, do you remember the year?
2010.
2010?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's super dope. So, what do you feel like the vibes is in the city when it comes to other designers? Like, who stands out to you?
Um, for sure, my boy Casey, my boy B, they Mahimi Quarter, you know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
moved to LA, they out there doing their thing out in LA. Of course, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. I always told people I get in front of a camera, they ask questions like this, and I always gonna give my respect to Hump. Like I feel like Hump paved the way for a lot of people here. You
You
know what I'm
got some
saying?
classic shit.
Fashion, you know what I'm saying? Fashion wise, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And him just really being one of the first people I know that was on, you know what I'm saying, his
yeah,
own
yeah.
brand type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Dope, dope.
Um, it ain't a lot of people that I really, you know what I'm saying, look look at like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, I still got, you know, all my people I grew up with, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
for sure.
You know, shout out my boy Millionaire, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's my dog right there. Um man. When you put on
You
the
ain't got to
spot, you know
do
what
it
I'm
all.
saying?
Hey,
Yeah, when
look.
you put on the spot, you be like,
Hey.
man, like, but y'all know I rock. Everybody I rock with, you know I rock with you, man. Just
so
I'm on the spot right now.
so we seen online, you know, somebody did a jacket that was similar to your design. And I guess my question to you is, how did you feel about that? Do you feel like he was biting? Do you feel like it was a coincidence? Like, give me the scoop on that.
Nah, I don't think nothing be coincidence, especially when the time frame was as large as it was. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like I had a coincidence moment, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people don't know about. But, I reached out to bro and let him know, like, bro, when he dropped his hoodie, I say, bro, we dropping the same hoodie. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And he like, for
that's a
real?
no
And
no.
I was like, he was like, yeah, I'm like, I sent it to him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like I had my receipts with that one. Like I ain't trying to copy nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just happened that way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
To the point where it's like, nah, that's a coincidence. We ain't never talked about what we gonna do next. It just end up happening that way. You know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? But when it comes to you seeing a product that you did, and it's like, damn, like I know I was the first person to do that, and I know you follow me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you'll get people that the ghost followers that don't like nothing, don't comment on nothing, but they always watching. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So
It's a
I
lot of that
always,
going on.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So I mean, I'm more flattered than mad. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like I ain't tripping off of it. Now it's like, all right, that was if you copy something that's simple, bro, it's like now I gotta go ahead and just go up on the scope. You know what I'm saying?
Now I got a finesse on you now,
Yeah.
which is your latest drop. So tell me about your latest drop you got over there.
The latest, just made the finesse hoodies. This actually the hoodie I was just talking about that me and my partner actually dropped them to the same hoodie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But made the finesse was just something that like a lot of people hear finesse and think it's about scamming and it's like that. Like if everybody know me, finessing just always has something to do with just what you're doing as a person. Like made the
Mm-hmm.
finesse is more so like this is tailored for you. So
Yeah.
however you want to wear that, you finesse that how you want to finesse that. You know what I'm saying? So
Nice.
it still ties in with fashion. It's just like us with Ola. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? So
So in the fashion world, right? It's really like kind of almost like the rap world. Like it's like everybody got a little beef, so it might be a little beef or
yeah.
behind the scenes or people feeling like you taking my idea or you biting off my idea. So that's a real thing, huh?
Man, what man? This is it's cutthroat, bro. It's
Wow.
it's a lot of gatekeeping that goes on in
Mm,
in fashion, especially her. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Like anybody that know me know I don't gatekeep or nothing. I give you anything y'all want. I
You
don't
gonna
I
share
don't
the
I don't
plug?
charge.
Yeah,
I don't do none of that. You could call me. You can have somebody else call me. Like whatever you want to do, we can make it happen. You know what I'm
for
saying? But
sure.
it ain't a lot of people that's like that. You know what I'm
Well, that's
saying?
respect. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like at the end of the day, you get more plugs by showing love.
yeah,
Um, some people they think that they gonna hold somebody back or slow some down if they don't give them a little love or show them a little love or hide the plug,
yeah.
and really they slow themselves down.
Mhm.
Cause the more we collaborate and connect together, the bigger we become.
Yeah,
It's you could take a simple concept like Voltron. You put all the pieces together, you got this big machine.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it come together to do the job that's supposed to be done and execute well. So with that being said, give me your top three fashion designers in the world, period.
In a world, period. I'm so wishy-washy. Mine change a lot. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
the
right.
only the only one that would never change is for real. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like just because of what he did with BBC, did with Bait, what he doing a little bit time right now.
right.
Like I don't, he'll never leave out of my top. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And that's just somebody that just iconic.
mm,
So as of right now, like who I'm looking at right now, and I like what people are doing. I like Kith, and I
mm-hmm.
like Joe Fresh Goods.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like Joe Fresh Goods is way like super in my lane where I'm at when it comes to streetwear. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Mm-hmm.
like it's not super high end, but it's good quality. You know what I'm saying? Good
Okay.
quality designs that he doing over there.
That's dope. That's dope. All right, so what can the people expect from you moving forward? Like what's in the future? What you got
In the
going?
future, just better products than what I did last time. I'm always
Nice,
trying to elevate. I'm always trying to bring the best out of myself.
nice,
And
nice.
the best out of my partners too. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
I want them to them to do their best so they can turn me up some more. You know what I'm
Damn
saying?
right.
But at the end of the day, like I'm gonna reach out and do way more pieces that I probably haven't done before. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do a lot of graphics, so be tuned like the graphics be tuned to different silhouettes and stuff like that.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm tapped in right now.
That's dope. That's dope. Hey, Will, not to cut it short, I appreciate you for joining us. Many blessings to you in the future, my guy.
Appreciate it,
Top and Lou, just another segment.
boy.
Yes, sir.